It's cold. Well, we're here again. Thanks for joining me on this run. We are in the Windsor area, closer to the Upper Vaughan area is where we're going to start. And then we're going to go to Martock Ski Hill for lunch. I got my father with me, and of course we got Bruce. So we're going to head out and grab a bite to eat. As you can see, there's snow on the ground, and there hasn't been snow on the ground for a while, and then all of a sudden we got snow. So anyway, today is January 30th, 2021. Still in a pandemic, yay. But we're getting out, we're having some fun, we're staying safe. I got a mask on me, right in there, so when we go inside to the restaurant to eat. Anyway, we won't get into any of that political stuff. I hate that. So anyway, we'll see you guys out in the trail. Thanks for joining me.
Welcome to the video. Raga here. I'm not going to be doing too much voiceover for this video like this, because I've already recorded some voice in the camera. Just wasn't quite sure how well it was going to turn out, because I had my balaclava on, and I had my no fog mask on, and yeah, it was a cold day, and I had my enclosed helmet. I wasn't sure. Anyway, so it is a little bit muffled in spots, but it's not too bad. And here I almost put myself into the rose bushes because I wasn't paying attention. Look ahead, not where you're driving. Anyway, we'll catch you guys a little bit later on.
Isn't it crazy how everything looks different in the wintertime? That's why I love four-wheeling, ATVing, because all four of the seasons it looks different. That's why we run with GPSs. Well, I guess there is some water holes here, but yeah, look. The more this is broken up and refrozen, the harder they become. It's just, we've had such a mild winter. Now it's starting to get cold, but it should have been this cold in like December, November. Now we're into the end of January, going into February. I need a new gas can. Necessary for low, but I'll throw it in low anyway. I've been running in four-wheel drive too. We hit that road back there, and man, that was slick. That road coming in here to get to the trailhead. And by the way, if you don't recognize, or if you don't watch all through the video, in my credits I always show the trailhead, the GPS point. billy goat. That Rhino's always been a billy goat. That just crawl its way over a lot of things here. That does have a Dalton clutch kit in it too. Not fast, but it'll climb the mountain. And that's what happens when it's not frozen. Earlier on, Bruce was saying this trail had some water in it.
Yeah.
So we tried to go where those rocks were blocking off the trail.
Yeah.
That was the easy way.
Yeah. Well, just block this.
Yeah. Great big chunk of ice. Or not. Nope. I am on a wall. Right over here. Say if you're out in a group of riders, it's always best to actually have the four-wheelers go ahead, especially if you got a bunch of side-by-sides, because in the winter time what ends up happening is, obviously that weighs more than this, and if you're at the cusp of those water holes frozen / not frozen over, well, the ATVs have a harder time getting through a lot of that stuff because they don't weigh as much as a side-by-side. So in the wintertime, those side-by-sides will just create a bulldozer going through a bunch of broken ice, and it'll push all of those platelets of ice up ahead and just create a wall. Dad's got a half a tree hanging off the corner of his Rhino there. I'll get that when we stop. Not deep though, that's good. Just surface ice. There's that wall. Right on. There's no damage to the hood or nothing. You just got a tree on you.
Yeah.
Back up slow. Let me see what it's doing. You're clear.
Wow.
Straighten yourself out more.
What?
Straighten yourself out more. Get around that tree. There you go. All right. That is a widowmaker. I'm getting the hell out of there.
I went back through that footage and zoomed the camera in because, well, zoomed the panning in, because I wasn't sure, and Dad wasn't sure if that was something that he did or if the tree actually moved as he was going underneath it. But you look at it close, no, 100% operator error on his end. Just the very, very corner of the ROPS clipped that tree, and it was just enough. That tree was kind of spongy in its place too, and it just kicked him right sideways. So anyway, that was a fun little adventure for him. welcome up.
How? These things like Yamahas or something? I don't know if anybody actually recognizes part of this trail system that we're on here now, this rough kind of section. Well, years ago I made a run called, or a video called, The Run from Hell. And now both Grizzlies, the old Grizzly and now this Grizzly, have officially been on it because part of this trail system is the Run from Hell. Dad is pointing out that rock up there. I missed that the last time I was here because you'd never be able to see it in the dark. That is a big rock. Jeez. That's a nugget. What are you stuck on? I'll go over forward here. That's a little tippy. You're actually hung up in the center.
Oh, you're kidding.
Are you in diff lock?
No, but I put it in there.
Put it in diff lock and then go in low.
Front or back, you think?
Forward. Don't crank too hard. Can you move back at all? You're right up, you're almost right up against the tree here. You Austin powered yourself.
What?
I said you Austin powered yourself here.
Yeah.
All right, let's not snap an axle.
Yeah.
Your controller down here is frozen, so let me give me some slack.
All right.
Stop. Do you got a strap?
Yeah.
That's what he was hung up on. You never would have seen that either. That was covered in snow. Trail from Hell's biting back again.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
I know.
This is the second bypass. The only water that was hurting us was the water on the trail, because the ice is 3 inches thick in there.
I know. truck in front of you.
I just wanted to pop in and just say a huge thank you to the owner and the staff at the Martock Ski Hill. Not so many people are open to having ATVs come through your business like that. It's extremely appreciated by the ATV and UTV community. You know, we come in and we give you money for your services. It's for people who otherwise wouldn't have been there if you know, we didn't have the opportunity. So we do appreciate that. Obviously we didn't buy a ski pass, but you know, we bought some food, and you know, I know in the past we've bought some fuel from you too if some of us are low. So it's a huge opportunity to do that, so thank you very much.
A couple people out today in this neck of the woods anyway. We didn't see anybody where we first started. Turn those down a little bit. My hands are actually hot and I don't want them to sweat.
On my other videos, you've seen this trail before. This is at the very end of Panuke Lake Road in Windsor. And you know, Panuke Lake Road, you go all the way down to it and you can get to the lake itself. Off to the right-hand side, there's going to be this trailhead here. And you'll notice as we're driving through here and in some of my other videos that there's some, not houses, but camps, cottages, all along that river. I'm not quite sure how that land was obtained. I think it was in Nova Scotia, at least. They used to have something called a 100-year lease. They don't do that anymore. Whereas you could not buy property from the government, or crown land as it's called here in Canada, but you could lease it, and it was long-term lease, and it was over 100 years. So some of the properties on some of those 100-year leases are grandfathered in, which means basically the government can take back all the land around you other than what you've purchased, but can't get your land because of that 100-year lease. It's kind of grandfathered in. I believe that's how it works. Anybody who's a property lawyer, you know, might be able to clarify that in the description, but that's typically how some of these properties along this water's edge and all around Nova Scotia work. They don't do the 100-year lease thing anymore. I'm almost positive of that, which is a shame, really. I mean, it gives a person the opportunity to, you know, build their dream cottage or their dream camp or whatever, and you know, but that comes with its own challenges too, because at the end of the 100-year lease, if there's no more grandfather thing going on, then that dream cottage can't be passed along to your family members or a friend or whatever, because it's just how it is. I mean, you take a cottage like this, that is not a small shack in the woods. That trail goes quite a far away, you know, well, it spans the width of the lake. And, you know, it took a lot of effort to get all that building material in there, build it, and then maintain it. So, it's, yeah. Anyway, I think that's how all that works. Again, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, we are actually on the same trail we took in. If you noticed on that little post back there, that gas tank that I said, oh, I need a new gas can. Well, anyway, it's all the same trail from here back, so isn't that something? Now that hole there was not frozen, or was frozen when we left, and now it's not frozen. Just that couple hours of sun actually just melted enough ice away that well, now you're breaking through. Anyway, I'm gonna call this the end of the run because it's nothing else more to record unless something crazy happens. I'll back up. So anyway, I appreciate your likes, comments, reviews. Please do like the video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. It does help my channel grow, and I really appreciate that. So okay, cart before the horse. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yes, okay, end of the video. We'll see you guys on the next run. Rye Guy out. That was close. Okay, yeah, now I'll end the video. Rye Guy out.